truth. Um, Welcome to my live chat here. Um, Happy Monday. Just remember when coming in, just remember to guard your mouth, please. YouTube has their privacy, their rights, and we need to abide by them and their guidelines. And I will do the same as well here. So, I was gonna go live, but I said, no, let me go on and go live real quick. Just be on here for a few seconds here, a few minutes, possibly. Uh, but I keep hearing somebody saying, you can't tell me who to love. You can't tell me how to feel. You can't tell me when and how to express myself when these things have been done to me. Now, this could be my inner self speaking to me, but this is what I've been hearing all day. Not in one, but just separate, different messages here. And we're living in a time where people get mad at you for expressing how you feel. We're living in a time where people want you to justify why you feel the way you feel. You don't have to explain anybody your feelings to anyone. You have all right to feel the way that you do here, okay? So maybe this is the channel message here, but that's just what I've been hearing all day. So if you're one of them where you are having a difficult time expressing your feelings or being in your feelings, and it's okay, but just don't stick in your feelings. Don't you can be in your feelings, just don't be sad about it here. What's that song? Emotions make you cry sometime, baby. Like, you can cry, crying is the soul, but that's not what I'm getting at. What I'm getting at is that when, say, somebody can ask you, how are you doing today? Do they really want to know how you doing? Are they prepared? See, these are questions here that you sometimes you ask people and you don't be ready for the answer when they come out. Can you argue with someone's feelings? I've realized in life growing up, people try to argue with my feelings all the time. You can't, I can understand your opinion, but I never asked you for it. But to argue with someone's feelings is just the weirdest thing I ever heard. Hey, y'all, how y'all doing? You're obligated to feel the way that you do, and it's up to the other person to listen to your feelings. But people need to get out of trying to want you to justify your feelings. So what I've been hearing all day is people are upset of how you express your feelings. People want to justify why do you feel the way that you do. People want to argue. Thank you. People want to argue with you with your feelings. You never asked them for their opinion, but this is just what people, or I've noticed this and I've been hearing it all day, is why do you feel the way that you do? Why do you express the way that you do? And then I ask myself, well, why are you listening then? If it's bothering you, you shouldn't, my feelings shouldn't have no hold on how you feel as a person here. So the channel message that I got, the two cards I got out here today was, somebody is feeling abandoned by you, and it is triggering their childhood traumas here. Their feelings are of anger that's inside them that needs to be released before they explode. So when you can just be freely to sit up and talk about your feelings and the things that you've been through, trauma, your healing process, your journey, some people are really mad at you about this here. Instead of saying, hey, can you teach me how to heal, or what steps did you take to heal? Hey, everybody, what steps did you take to heal? They want to be mad at you because you're at a point in life where you can express how you feel. So that's what we gonna talk. That's what we touching on today. Here is somebody really, 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 really. And I was talking to my granddaughter earlier, and I told her when I was growing up, I was taught not to tell what goes on in the house. I was taught to deal with it. If somebody did something to you in the family, it gets handled amongst the family, and nothing else can be done. No outside people knowing, the police not knowing, nothing, nobody knowing. And I told her that I'm not raising her to handle that, because that is childhood trauma as she grow up. And I told her that if anything happened to her, if she's somewhere and she feel like she been mistreated or if somebody hurt her, I want her to express that to me right then, so we can get it cleared up, aired out right then and there. But a lot of our parents, a lot of us, was love wasn't healing as if it is now. Love wasn't freely given like it is now. Some of our parents don't know how to love, like, and it's crazy because I could be around family and they wouldn't hug, kiss, on the cheek, or they wouldn't say no good words to anything. Or you could just be around cousins and stuff, like nobody really just showed emotions, because we grew up in an era where emotions was uncommon. They wanted us to tuck our emotions away here and deal with it. Now we're at a new stage in life, coming to the new world here, where in order for you to get the things that, because we can have heaven on earth too, we have to release emotions. Releasing emotions become healing here. And a lot of people don't like your healing journey. So the channel messages is somebody is feeling abandoned by you, and it's triggering their childhood traumas here, and they're feeling angry inside, and they need to release it before they explode. And they can't understand how you can just wake up and be healed the way that you are, but not understanding that this was a lifelong process that your inner childhood was screaming out for. You just had to find it within self. So let's see here. Yeah, we got bitterness. Somebody is resentment. They feeling anger right now here. Look, hurtful words. You don't realize that there is somebody that you have spoken to, somebody that may just go onto your social media page. Maybe you post a lot here, or maybe you're just a good speaker in your community or just in church. It's something that you're doing here is triggering people. And this could be older people too, y'all. It's a lot of elders out there that had to deal with not understanding what real love is. Some of them still don't understand what real love is, because God is love. That's the first process. And they said, well, they love God, but they don't accept you. And that lets me know they don't know what God, they don't know God, because they don't know him like they think they do. And so it goes back to being bitterness here. They got a lot of build up anger here. This may be somebody in your family. I hear somebody saying that you want to, somebody you hug, they pull away from you. Like when you try to reach and give them a hug or a kiss, you got a family member that always pull back from you, or they don't like that. They tell you that they don't want it or they don't need it. Yeah, don't feel bad about this, because this goes back from way before your time here. It's just something that was supposed to have been swept under the rug. They didn't, this love was uncommon. It really was back in the day, even in my childhood. Like when things happen, it stayed in the house. What goes in the house stay in the house, and you better not tell nobody about it here. Come through, Spirit. I had a card that turned over. I don't know where it's at. So we got realization here, understanding, and the awakening. And that's what time Spirit is on. Spirit said it's coming to it's the time is now, that no matter how old you are, If you're not understanding love language, because love language can be shown in many different ways, but it needs to become a realization. It needs to become to the light here of understanding and the awakening of what love really is here. You shouldn't be bitter behind somebody else's love. Somebody can heal faster than you, or somebody is acceptance. And that's what we're dealing with right now. You have someone in your energy right now that is feeling hopeless. They falling apart here because they don't understand how to heal here, and you can, and you're doing it every day, and they not understanding. Even if they watch you and go on your page every day, they still not understanding the concept here. Is they feel that it's hopeless, and spirit is saying that it started back from the beginning here. It started from childhood here. Spirit saying try again here. Never start over. It's okay to reset. Every day you can reset. If you mess up, you can reset. I'm not requesting you to mess up every day to reset, but you can. You can reset every day if need to be until you get it right. You know, you got to make that first step. God said it anyway, in order for him to make two more for you. So we got the beginning here. Anything else, Spirit, here? Spirit said that there is conflicts. There's indifferences. They clashing out here. Their jealousy, this person is jealous of you because of your healing process here. They feel abandoned here. They feel like they're the ones that's being left out, but they walked away from you, Spirit said. They gave you the cold shoulder here. Now they hanging on for dear life here, trying to understand your love language here. But don't want to heal here. Spirit said whoever this person is that you know is stuck in their memories. Maybe they remember the time that you tried to show them how much you love them, or tried to give them a hug, or maybe wanted to take them out on a special date or something, or do something nice for them. Now they're remembering the good times, knowing that you weren't trying to buy them, that you was really just showing them love here. Yeah, escaping. This is somebody that's been pushing you away. This is somebody that's been avoiding you and blocking you off here. They don't like your love language here. They actually want it, but they jealous of it on you here. Yeah, Spirit said they in their shadow side. They'll rather stay on their shadow side to make up an excuse here of why they act the way that they are here, instead of just healing. Yeah, resistance. They suppressing. And it's crazy. They pressing for time, and it's only eating them mentally, physically, mentally, emotionally. I'm seeing all ages. Like this pertaining to all ages. You wouldn't realize it how many elderly people that grew up with no love. I'm talking about you can go. I've been to people, when I was younger, I used to have a lot of friends. I used to go to their family reunions and stuff. You never see no type of emotional, no type of love, no type of anything going on. And then when they see you happy, you smile, and you could be single by yourself. They resent that. They resent that because they don't know what that is. Say if there was somebody that I'm getting another energy here. Say it's a woman here, and she always have to have a man in her life to help her out, to pay bills, to do this, to do that. And here it is, you single, self-independent here, and you don't need no one. You're managing on your own. They're jealous of that here. Yeah, Spirit said they jealous of your foundation here. Just because you have your foundation secured, it's established. You love your family. Your family got a bond. Y'all tell each other y'all love y'all. You got somebody around you in your energy here that is really wanting to hurt you because of this situation here. And that is so crazy. Yeah. Spirit said whoever this person is, they still around you, but they wearing a mask here. They trying to pretend like they're not mad. They don't have an issue with you, but they really do here. They really don't like you. Like, they don't like your love language. And it's not that they don't stand it. It's just that they didn't have it at a young age. And see, we have to get out the when you go through the process of the awakening, you can look at my video here about the magnum opus. It's on here, and it's a process here to show you how to go through your awakening and your healing here. They should listen to that and work on themselves, because this started from childhood, y'all. Remember, this said childhood traumas. They have to break that in order to receive it. Receive the love now. You can love a person, and that person will treat you like dog crap. All because the people that they were wanting to give it to them never did. And here come you, fa la 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 la, smelling all good like roses, you know, trying to show love, and now they think it's fake because the ones that supposed to gave it to them never gave it to them, and now they think you fake, you the one wearing the mask, and they jealous of that, y'all. Spirit said whoever this person is, they still spying on you though. They keeping an eye on you. They love you and they hate you. That's the type of love, that's the energy that I'm feeling right now. But what they hate is the fact that how you love, how you show love, how you express love. Not understanding that you had childhood traumas too, but you understood that you wanted to do better for your kids, for your generation, your bloodline, that you knew you had to heal. Even if you didn't know, even if you didn't get love, you observed, you researched, you investigated, and you applied it in your life. And now it's working for you. It's working for your family, your immediate family that's around you. They see a change in you, but this particular person don't like this change because this person didn't grow with you. This person feel like you left them out. They feel abandoned. They feel like that you left them out of the growing process. And it's like, well, no, I didn't leave you out, but I couldn't wait for you. Yeah. They feeling withdrawn here. Imagine in a field and you plant your seeds here, and the only seed that grew was this one tree, you, and it didn't grow no more because it was too busy worried about every other tree that was supposed to grow too with them. And that's one of their issues. They worried about everything else around them besides themselves within. This is why they lonely. Because when you focus so much time on the outer layer of you, instead of trying to grow within the inner layer of you, you'll feel withdrawn, feeling like you're in solitary here. Anything else, Spirit, about this person here that feels abandoned? They're very triggered about their childhood traumas here. They didn't get the love. One thing this person like about you is your passion, your drive, your spark that you have within self and with other people. Like I said, it said that they're spying on you. They watch you interact with other people just outside. Here, you're not even aware. This is what they attracted to you. This is why they still bother. It ain't a bother, but this is why they still around here. It's the chemistry within self that you have. They like that. But what they hate is that it's not only just given to them, it's given to everybody, because that's who you are. You found you. And this is what this person is mad about, because they felt like you abandoned them when they felt like you all were supposed to grow together here. But Spirit said that this person had influences in their ear here, telling them different stories about who you are. They said you was coming to kill, steal, and destroy. You's a gold digger. You don't want nothing but money. Not understanding that you are self-independent. You've been through the struggle before. You made it look good. You thriving now. This is what thriving looks like. But because of the people that influenced this person here in your life, got his attention or her attention, they took their word instead of your energy that they witnessed. They took their words of communication and believe the communication instead of the actions here. And this is why they're lost here. So it's not your fault. Spirit said it's not your fault for this person feeling this way here. Anything else? I'll take one more card here. And we're going to get out this, whoever energy this is today. This is the energy that I'm feeling today here. It's like when I used to say, I'll take a broken man before, I used to say, I'll take a broke man before I take a broken man once I healed. It used to be the other way around. And somebody asked me, they said, Kiki, why would you take a broke man before you take a broken one? Because I know the self-reflection, the meditation, the self-time, me and God that I had to do. And it was years, healing, still healing. Healing for perfection now. But I know the time that I had to take to get to where I am now. And I don't have that time to invest into another person, and they may not meet me 100%. I might be giving 75 and they giving 25 and they healing, and I can't have that. So what I can do is speak about it, give the instructions, and if they're willing to work on it, they can do it themselves here. But I'll take a broke man, because with that broke man, whatever he is certified to do, I can invest into him, and we can get him a business, or I can help him look for jobs and fill out application and get him a job, because the job is the only thing that he is needing to bring in the income. It's a difference. And since we speak of broken, there it goes. See, spirits, this mirror is broken here. You know, they said when a mirror is broken, my granny used to say, you're going to have 7 years bad luck. It's almost been there. That's just like healing here. You can't repair a shattered broken mirror. You can super glue it, but you're still gonna see the broken pieces. It'll never be able to hang out in the living room where all the company goes, because that's the first thing that the company is going to see, this shattered mirror. They're gonna be like, Kiki, why do you have that broken mirror up there? And I said, oh, I'm working on it. I'm repairing it. It'll never still be fully. But I can take this broken mirror here. I can take the glass out the mirror and paint a picture of art, or just put something in it and make it whole again here. And that's the way that they should look at themselves, to restore, repair, and rebuild. But they're mad at you because you understood the assignment and you took one foot and you kept walking, and they feeling like you left them behind here. This person may come to you, family member, friend, co-worker, whoever you confided into, or somebody that look up to you that you may not even know here, but they probably apologize to you, especially if they've been talking about you here and not understanding that you've been working with God, and you can't apologize for how you are unaware of your healing process that affect them. It's not supposed to. So Spirit is saying that they're going to come back and ask for a second chance here. And this second chance could be an opportunity. Maybe it was a job that didn't understand your healing pattern, or your actions, the way you move, the way you speak, the way you deliver things here. They probably see the enlightenment, see the light of what you're speaking, your spirituality here, and may offer you this job here. There may be people that talk down on you that want to come into your life and reconcile the differences, which is not a difference, because you've been walking face forward, you've been walking forward, you ain't looked back. So that's just the conscience here wanting to apologize to you and making amends. Maybe it's a family member that you need to really make amends to here. And we all got one that we probably walked away because of miscommunication, or maybe their children you don't get along with. It could be anything, but Spirit is saying that he wants you to open up that door and make amends. He didn't say that you had to build a connection again, but Spirit wants you to have a clean slate here. Yeah, Spirit wants you to apologize. If you feel that you owe it now, and that's making amends to somebody that you walked away wrongfully, or or this person may come ask you for forgiveness here. And it's up to you. Remember, forgiveness is always for them, not for you. And if you forgiving somebody, it's for you and not for them. Take it how it resonates. Exhaustion. This person is really depleted. This person been on a long journey chasing you in your healing. And it's crazy because they really have. They've been trying to get to know you and not understanding that you are in cycles. You are in learning cycles spiritually. And they depleted trying to keep up with you and not understanding that you are on a mission with God. He said, I am an unlimited God, and people my children have limited me in my abilities of what I can do. Whoever this person is in your life is depleted here. Let's give you one more card, Spirit, please. And then we're going to close. And then I'm going to close this reading up here. Well, you gave me 2 cards. I'll take those. Sorrow, loss, grief, and depression. This person been speaking to the universe here. Been calling on God. Because they want to understand who you are so bad. And God said that if you come to the light, you can understand the process. But you will never understand my anointed ones because I have them on cycles, daily missions for me. Somebody is living with this within self because they got childhood traumas here. They're angry because you learned you on your healing journey and you left them behind and they felt like you should. Now they in they bitterness. They came to realization here that awakening has to happen regardless of how old they are. Feeling hopeless, but they know that it has to be a beginning, has to start somewhere. So they conflicted within mind here, feeling abandoned here. Don't you just know it's a sad thing when the mind, body, and soul fights against flesh? Clinging, spying on you, wondering. Because they don't understand you, they talk down on you because they don't understand the change that the Holy Spirit got you in. Now they memorizing the goodness, the greatness that you brought into their life here, escaping here, blockaging things they pushed away when they was believing the naysayers about who you are because they were standing in their shadow side here resisting what was real that they seen with their own eyes because they had influences, peers that because they were been around longer than you that they believed them, and this made them exhausted physically, mentally, emotionally with an unstable foundation here. Now they want to come in here and give and ask for a second chance because they realize that you ain't no gold digger or you weren't trying to hurt them. They want you to accept their apology here because they know that they came in broken here and they didn't understand the chemistry of the Holy Spirit and what God had you in cycles here. Like I say, they still spying on you here, but Spirit said that they still wearing a mask because they don't want you to know who they really are, but you already know. So now they feeling withdrawn. I heard this, somebody said, I'm just a squirrel in the world, and she got that nut. Oh my God. And what and that could go back to this tree here. Imagine a squirrel in the tree, and this tree ain't got no nuts to fulfill the squirrel. Now they in sorrow. They feeling the loss. They feeling the grief. See, when you try to pour love out to a person and they don't understand what love is, they can mix it up and make it anything, bake it up and make it anything that they want to be here. But what it really is, like I said, the realization has occurred. And it's just being realization to understand your love language here. Spirit said possibilities. Because now they understand that you are a free-spirited person here. And you are covered under the divine love. What's the news here? Let's see what the news is here. I'll take 2 cards from this deck, Spirit. Give me 2 cards, Spirit. Dang. That's too many. Spirit said this person might come back and start love bombing you. Just be mindful. There's no need to come. You just want to cut it off. Nip it. I heard snip it, nip it. So Spirit is saying, if this person try to come back into your life here and want to play, being all playful and stuff, Spirit said cut it off right then. Basically letting them know, don't love bomb me. Whatever you got to say, just get to the meat and potatoes here. Again, here go the memory cards. This person is really revisiting the past here of you. This person want to come in and honestly do a heart-to-heart conversation. They really want to be blunt, but Spirit is showing that they're going to try to love bomb and don't let them. Just tell them. Open up your heart. Speak your mind. Say what you got to say. I heard divine timing. This person don't know how to come to you here. Self-reflection, that is where the answer lies here. Somebody need to know that. A flower for healing will grow through a crack you will find on a nature walk. That could be a sign for you. And one more, Spirit. Spirit is saying something about watch your food and drink here. Remember something about... yeah, watch your food and drink here. I don't know. This is side conversation. Watch your food and drink. Poison is in the energy here. And that could be if y'all meet up. Spirit is basically saying don't get no drink. Don't get no drink. Don't do that. Just have that heart-to-heart conversation here. Listen what they got to say. And then just, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, that's what I want to take from it. Just talk, get it over with. Spirit is saying something about, yeah, family conflicts was uprising. I told you it had something to do with some family, with some childhood traumas here. It could be their family, the reason that made them feel the way that they did about you here. What's this? Something about a light bulb moment. Yeah, somebody came to realization, the light that came on. Like this person is really not the bad person here. And then we'll get this Akashi card here. We'll take one spirit to close the message out about this childhood trauma. What would you like them to know spiritually for healing? Just give me one card, please. It said thread. Every choice creates new thread of possibilities extended in the records. The point isn't to choose right, but to constantly, constantly weave enriching the tapestry of your life. Every choice creates a new thread of possibilities to continue in the record. Okay. And it goes back to your healing. If this person is serious about getting on the right track or possibly threading new possibilities, it's not about getting those threads in the right order where it's horizontally lining up here, but the process is to weave it, because you know when you weave the thread, it makes a blanket here, and that's all that at the end of the cycle of threading here, you're gonna get a full blanket, which is comparing it to you stepping into a new life or a new light. So it's up to you here to create the new change, to create the new possibility. So channel message is that this person feels abandoned by you, and it triggers their childhood traumas. Their feelings of anger inside, and they need to release it before they explode. And that is their release here is the thread. Take one, whether it's a memory, a situation, take it all the way down to the thread and lay it down one by one. Heal. It don't have to be laid perfectly, but lay it in a way to where it will build a beautiful blanket of designs of everything that you overcame. A weave here. And when you look at that blanket, when you look back after you complete it, you will see how you created your life, how you changed your life by allowing everything to go thread by thread here. And that is the message here for tonight. You all have a great and blessed night here. And I just wanted to say something before I close out here. I hear people say that you're too old to learn. You're never too old to learn. You're never too old to listen, even if the person is younger than you or older than you. Wisdom is wisdom. God said he pours into those that are open to change in his light and love here. And it's sad that you would live 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 years and can't forgive, overlook, discriminate, arise, browse, because you don't feel that this person is good enough. All of these judgmental things come from conflicts of not understanding love and not understanding what God is. Not you allowed a lot in your life, and so whatever happens, you accept the conflict and you utilize, you take the light into darkness, and you try to escape healing. Now, have you ever heard that you can run but you can't hide? You can even run in darkness but you can't hide. You said, who gonna see me running in darkness? I see through darkness. And if I can see through darkness, God can. The thing about it is the Holy Spirit doesn't want any of his children to perish without eternal life. But he's not forceful though. And he said that if you are hungry, he'll feed you. That's knowledge too. That's understanding, acceptance. I think that it's time that as an adult that we quit making excuses for not wanting to change or not wanting to heal or not wanting to listen or not wanting to grow. Spirit said you got all those seeds just sitting up there because you waiting on last year's harvest. And last year's harvest ain't coming. But instead of getting those seeds that you got stored up for a bad weather storm, the storm is happening now in front of you and you don't even see it. Because the crop, the field can go dead, the grass can go dead, and it can still rain and it's still dead, and you're not understanding that there is no process and it's in front of you. And that's because you have everything that's blocking you that you hate about somebody else, because they understand what God is. They understand what the light is. They understand growth. They understand change. They was willing to take one step and God take two. They understand that love is a language and it can be poured into many ways that one can understand. And so you choose to you choose to talk down on how God chemistry is, and he got his children in different cycles. Instead of getting in the cycle, because it has to happen so far above to come down so far below. And instead of trying to understand the Holy Spirit, because God is a spirit, y'all limit him. And that's why you escaping from healing. You withdrawn. You wearing a mask. You spying. You talking down on God chemistry. Your resistance amongst healing here. You're broken like 7 years bad luck. You're wanting a second change here. Clinging on what possibility, and your foundation is breaking down here. You got too many negative influence, but because they got money, you listen. But the thing about it you don't understand is that God said he has everything, and so money is no value in the kingdom of eternal life. And that's what matters, because it has to happen above, below. You have to understand that now you exhausted because you don't understand one's love language here. So you'll rather stay on your shadow side here, because it's easy, like 1, 2, 3 here. Now you feeling sorrow because you don't feel the love no more. So you stuck into memories realizing here that you're the one that's bitter and you're hopeless here, feeling abandoned by everything, but thinking about the possibilities of what it could have been, but you're still in conflict in your head here, and now you want a new beginning. But guess what? Because you done so much, now it's between you and God here. I pray that whoever is stuck in childhood traumas here, I pray that you be open. Imagine you can have the master key to every door within self, but that one door that you got is childhood traumas, that you, instead of getting the key to open it and to release it and let it flow out so you can move on with your life and start walking around, and when you see people smiling for no reason, you can do that too, but you chained it up. You lost the key to the chain. So now you have to take each chain off like a thread, one by one, because this is the thing that's holding you back from the blessings. Imagine you holding your own self back from your own blessings, and you want to blame God's children or the Most High God. Y'all have a good